Hey, my friends, this is Hemi. Today, I want to talk to you from the subject level up. Level up. And not only is it the subject for today, but I believe it's going to be our mantra or our theme for the remainder of 2025. Level up. The term level up is really a verb, and it means to advance, to improve oneself or something as if it was in a game, meaning that uh, this game of life, you are playing it in such a way where every day you are improving and you are moving closer to the finish line. And not only are you moving closer to the finish line, you are moving closer to the winner's circle. So it level up, and so level up really is a colloquialism. It is a English idiom, but the academic term for level up is called Kaizen. Kaizen. And Kaizen is a Japanese term, and it means continuous improvement. The Japanese adopted the philosophy of Kaizen, of continuous improvement, at the end of World War II. They had lost the World War, and the United States had dropped bombs on Japan, where Japan had to find itself in some type of recrudescence or some type of recovery. And the way it decided that it was going to recover from its losses of the war was it was going to manufacture goods. And they were going to use this philosophy of Kaizen, where they would manufacture a good today, but their mindset was that good that was produced today needs to be improved upon. And so they would continuously improve upon their products. And that philosophy gained them world dominance in the areas of cars. And even today, Japanese cars are some of the best produced cars in the world. It gained them world dominance in areas of electronics and so forth, and they still dominate today. Now, they got this philosophy from an American engineer, consultant, strategist, statistician. They got it from a man named William Denning, William Edward Deming. And Deming first presented this philosophy of always continuing to improve to Americans, his Americans counterpart. But they spurned it. And then he took it to the Japanese, and the Japanese embraced it. And America began to see that the Japanese were uh, excelling in production, and then they went back to Deming, and then they took the philosophy of continuous improvement from Deming, and then they began to foster it in America under the term total quality management. And then they began to produce cars. So you see in the last 20 years that American cars, Chevrolet or General Motors and Ford, they began to rival their counterparts in Japanese. Donald Trump, our president of the United States, uses this philosophy quotidianly, daily. And for those who study management, study business, you know that many of the management philosophies that the president is espousing, that he has espoused in his own personal businesses, and now he is using to govern the country, are nothing more than management principles that you study in school. Total quality management. So we say level up. Uh, we are to be continuously improving. The version of me yesterday is not the version of me today. The version of me today is better than the version of me yesterday. The version of you today should be better than the version of you yesterday. And if you haven't talked to me in the last couple of weeks, you probably need to be reintroduced to who I am, because I'm not the same person I was 2 weeks ago. The same is true for you. You're not to be the same person 2 weeks from now that you are today. You are to be continuously improving or continuously leveling up. This level up, this mindset can be used in ministry. In ministry, we call it the spirit of excellence. It can be used in business. In business, we call it improving the bottom line. Everything that we do should be improving the bottom line. Physically, I go to the gym at least 3 times a week. Should be 4 times a week, and if I'm doing well, I'm doing it 5 times a week. And for people who go on a regular basis, they understand total quality, and people call them gym rats. We use this philosophy in finance. Financially, it's called being financially responsible. You can use level up or Kaizen if you want to be academic. You can use this philosophy in any area of your life. Now, leveling up, Kaizen requires two things, under which a plethora of other things exists. But the two things are: one, education. Education. You have to be a continuous learner to be continuously improving. And in order to be a continuous learner, you have to be in environments that are instructional, conducive to learning. You have to be around people who know more than you. My former mentor, the late Archbishop Benson Idahosa, he used to say, do not listen to someone who hasn't done twice what you're trying to do once. Listen to people who are subject matter experts and then glean from them. Another one of my mentors is Bishop Noel Jones. And when we would be in a environment where many preachers that come from around the country to sit at the table with Bishop Noel Jones, and he would begin to instruct us and to teach us and to empower us. But that was not a time for us to try to show him how much we knew, because there were bishops and pastors and leaders in their own right sitting around him who knew quite a bit. But he fostered in an environment where he was pouring out what he had learned, and what he had learned was more than what we had learned. So be in an educational environment. Continuously read, read, read. Another is you have to have determination. Be determined that you're just going to win. Be determined that you're going to have the mindset by any means necessary. You're going to level up. All right, this is Hemi. That's enough for today. Track with me over the months to come from this theme, level up. We ordered a sign, a new sign. The Hemi sign is coming down next week, and the new sign goes up, level up. So I'm committed to this, and it's my way of giving back, really. Giving back. I'm retired, but there's still a lot in me to give to others, and if you want to receive it, it's yours for the asking. All right, this is Hemi. I love you. Today it's today that we level up. I'll see you later in the move of the Spirit. Bye bye.